So what would Jason Capital's top 3 tips to be a phenomenal copywriter be?
That's a really good question. Number one, you have to write your ass off. Like, you got to be writing every day. The best copywriters I know, the first thing they do when they wake up, they might have a morning ritual, and then immediately after, they write copy for 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 hours. You have to write every day. Number two, you need to get mentors. You need to get training. You're not like self-education. I think Jim Rohn said formal education will make you living, self-education make you a fortune. Fucking true as shit, but you need a fucking mentor, right? And a mentorship is not formal education in my opinion at all, but you need a trainer, you need a course, like you need to really have someone there live, online, or in person who's looking at what you're writing, standing over your shoulder, telling you what you're doing. Like, you will just course correct and you will grow so much faster with that. So you need a mentor. And then the third is you got to start writing with money on the line, MLTL. Like, you got to like find a way to put yourself up against the wall where your words have to produce money, otherwise you're fucked. And that is like, I play these games with myself a lot because like life's good now, right? Like, what's the motivation now?
Right. And you became a millionaire at what age?
24.
24. And it's only grown and grown. Oh shit.
Yeah,
and it's only grown and grown since then.
Yes.
So yeah. So talk to me about what you were saying about how you've, like you said, it's only grown and grown and grown, the games you play with yourself.
So at each level you go up, right? Like, every level I go up, there's new players. And what I do, and I don't recommend everyone do this, but I look for the top players and I look for ways to make them doubt me. And I know that sounds crazy, but like, so for instance, at this new level I'm at now, because my company we're just under like an 8-figure company now, and we're about to cross that threshold. And I want to keep fucking building and growing from there, right? People at this level with their direct response marketing companies or their big like influencer brands or whatever, these are new players for me, right? It's like the hero's journey in Joseph Campbell. Are you familiar with?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, you enter this new world and there's new enemies and new villains and new players. And I would want to meet them in person. And I would, again, don't remember this, but I would play not stupid with them, but I wouldn't try to impress them. I wouldn't try to show them I'm really smart. I would want to just like let them talk while I say nothing to make them think that he's not like a super contender or like or whatever it is. And then without demonstrating any type of expertise, I want them thinking, how the fuck did he even get successful at this age? Because he doesn't seem like he's that legit. Right? I want them to be thinking that. And then I want to tell them my goal. So when they look at me the same way those fucking basketball players would look at me, like, really? You want to, like, okay, well, good luck with that. Because I need that to motivate me. Like, we're talking about like the gain versus loss thing, man. So I would like play those games myself. Other things I'll do is I'll just set ridiculous deadlines for myself. I have to produce this many sales by this date. I don't need the money. There's no reason why I would need to do that. It's just, you keep playing these little mind games with yourself to keep accelerating to where you want to go.
Yeah, otherwise you're just counting on your emotions, which can get comfortable or whatever, yeah.
Exactly, and that's the problem. Like, dude, the house we're in right now, this is a $25 million house on Newport Harbor in Newport Beach.
Beautiful house, yeah.
Yeah,
Love the water.
Like the woman who lived here before me was Shannon Bedore from Real Housewives of Orange County. Right?
Wow.
So Shannon is my house now, right? But like, but like that, like she was here, right? I'm living in like some TV star's house. Like that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel real at all still. But yeah, it's really comfortable, right?
Yeah.
So for, the last couple of years, I don't know, when I was 26, 27, I was just cruising. I'm making a few $1 million a year. In 2015, dude, I went to Vegas 25 times. Like
twice
literally,
a month,
I gotta, twice a month, get on a Virgin first class flight, 45 minute flight, ball out and party for 2 or 3 days, come back here, sleep for 2 days and recover, and then get back to work. Like that was like my fucking schedule.
Yeah.
And about 1.5 years ago, actually 2 years ago, I went to a seminar in Scotland with Dan Pena. And I went to it on purpose because I was so comfortable and shit was so good that I wasn't growing. Mm-hmm. And I needed someone to look at me and say, you're not doing jack shit. And I got that from Dan Pena. So now I'm like, there's a new level, there's new motivation.
Right. That's awesome, man. Okay, so then you're at that age, about 24, stuff starts popping off. You get to where you're at now, and can you talk a little bit about what you do now and what you help people with? Because you've obviously accumulated a lot of these skill sets in writing.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about what you've helped students with through your various programs and what your kind of focus is in now?
Yeah. So with our dating company, which I don't do at all. I haven't done it in a couple of years, but we accumulated over 12,000 success stories with that. So we made a real impact there and helped a lot of guys. And for anyone wondering, there was nothing deceitful, nothing dishonest. My title back then was America's Honest Dating Coach, because I taught guys to be incredibly
ethical, about
overwhelmingly honest. You know, like if she asks you if she looks fat in those jeans, you would say, I don't know, let me see it from the side, right? Or like joking, but just honest. Right?
Yeah.
Just being incredibly honest and upfront about your intentions and everything. If she's like, is this a serious thing? Do you see us going somewhere? If you don't, you say, no, I'm just having fun. Right? And what I found is that women respect the honesty a lot more than just telling them the bullshit you think they want to hear. So that was good. And then the thing that came out of the dating experience was the number one thing I could teach guys to be successful with women, but also in business and everything, was to become a high status individual. Which meant body language and vocal tonality and eye contact and these things that are sub-communicated. And it's not what we say, but how we say it and how we present ourselves. And that was what I ended up teaching guys there. And I took that and I put it in this book here, Higher Status, which was very strongly a personal development book. And that this became a bestseller, which was cool. And then in the last year, man, I've been extremely focused on, it's funny, man, because I don't know, I'm opening up a lot here, but when we put this out and all this material, I was really excited about it. But after a couple months, I wasn't that passionate about it anymore. And it felt like going through the motions with the marketing and the promotions and stuff. And up until about a few months ago, it felt stale. And I don't know when it happened, but I realized, like, dude, fuck, I love the copy. Like, copy was one of those high income skills that I got really good at because I had to. But there's sales and there's other stuff. There's branding, there's networking, right? But the thing I could talk about all fucking day was copy. So a few months ago, we made a decision, like, this is what we're going to help people with so they can escape the rat race. Like what I do now, we say is I help people replace rat race income with laptop income. And the way we do that is through copy. So we have a course called Email Income, which is a certification program where I teach people how to get businesses to pay them $1 to $5 grand a month to do their email marketing for them. And we've had dozens of six-figure mentees who've gone through that, which is awesome. And we have like high-level copy trainings that we do now. But it's awesome, it's copy, man. I could, dude, I know we got to wrap up soon, but I could talk to you about copy all day, like every day.
Let's go into it, and maybe not all day, but let's go into it for a little bit. So I know we have a mutual friend named Craig Clemens, who's one of the most awesome copywriters in recent history. Can you talk a little bit about maybe some inner philosophies or strategies? Because I know that when I spoke with Craig, he always says the famous line, "Enter the conversation in the potential customer's mind."
Yes.
So, and I know before this we were talking a little bit about that. So let's geek out for a second here. Whether people are copywriters or not copywriters, talk to me. How does somebody go about persuading or influencing another human being to see an opportunity? Because it's not just the outcome, right? People buy things for emotions, right? So
completely.
Just Jason Capital, feel free to geek out all the copywriting secrets, talk to us.
The first thing I want to say, and this is what I'm seeing on the internet right now at the end of 2018, is I think there's a credibility crisis going on in internet marketing right now. When I say internet marketing, I mean social media, Instagram, influencers, anyone selling anything online. I think there's a credibility crisis. I think that people they don't believe anyone anymore. The media lies to them, right? Fake news. Both sides are fake news, right? So everyone's lying on the TV.
Right.
There was just a study I saw actually the other day where it showed like people lie 2 to 3 times every 10 minutes now, right? And it's all bullshit, and we know it. Like when you see a hot chick on Instagram being like, "This tea, I love this tea," you're like, "I know you don't fucking drink that tea. You don't use that protein." Like we don't believe any of this shit anymore, and yet we keep doing the same things and making the same. No one fucking believes you. So when it comes to copy, dude, in order to be persuasive, you have to be credible. In order to be credible, you have to be believable. In order to be believable, you have to tell the truth. So the thing about copy, which makes no sense to most people in marketing, is that you have to tell the truth. And people think the truth is boring, the truth won't work. The truth is the most important story that you can tell. So that is huge to me. And I think if anyone's watching right now and you do any copy or marketing and anything, like see where you're making the same promises or doing the same shit as everyone else and stop it immediately. Just start telling the truth. A lot of people follow me and they tell me, "Jason, I follow you because you're just the most authentic dude I know," right? Like if you are doing something just because you want money, like you'll tell us like, "Hey, I'm selling you this. Why am I selling it? I just need some fucking money right now. Right. And people, they don't go, oh, you're sleazy. They go, thank you for telling me the fucking truth. Because I just heard from 10 other people, they were selling me some shit. And I knew they were only doing it because they wanted money. But you're the only one who told me that you actually, that's why you're doing it. Right. So be fucking honest, like incredibly honest and truthful.
If you guys enjoyed that video, be sure to hit that subscribe button right now, because every week we bring you the very best in personal development content, interviews, and insights to help inspire you to take your life and your dreams and make them a reality. And also, if you want to know how to book dream guests the same way I have, you can check the link below for my top 3 secrets. So if you have a podcast or a show or whatever it is and you want to collaborate with them, if you click that link below, I'll give you those top 3 secrets to help you get in touch with anybody. And also, don't forget that The Passionate Few is available on media platforms as well. So you can subscribe to the podcast. And until next time, thank you for being one of the Passionate Few.